A's Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. Almost time for Game 34 of the Cape League Summer. Another edition of Chatham against Orleans. It's time for the Manager's Show. And alongside the Chatham manager, Dennis Cook, I'm Jake Klein. Dennis, you beat first place Yarmouth Dennis 9-1 last night. What did you think of that effort?
I thought the kids did a great job. We pitched well, we caught the ball, and we had timely hitting. So, you know, those three things, if you do those, you got a good chance to win.
What about the game made you most proud?
I was just proud of everything. They swung the bat well, and they looked ready to play. They looked like they had a good time, and the pitching was outstanding.
You mentioned the outstanding pitching, including Christian Chatterton, 12 strikeouts. That's a new single-game high from a pitcher on your staff. What was the difference in this start for him?
I just think he was throwing a lot of strikes and mixing well. I had him off balance all night and attacked the strike zone like we want all of our guys to do.
Brought him up to just over 80 pitches there, which is among the highest by a starter this year. What gave you the confidence to leave him in that late in his outing?
He was throwing good, and he felt good, and he's built up to that. So we were going to get that was as high as we were going to go was 80, and we wanted to get him out of there after that hitter.
And what did you think about Wyatt Neto after him?
Wyatt was awesome, too. I think he retired 17 of 18 or 18 of 19, something like that. So he did a great job, and, just hope they can just keep building on their success.
As we talked about yesterday, Pepper before the game. How did you see that kind of come to life in the game?
Oh, I don't know if it made a difference. Like I tell you all the time, players win games, players lose games. So they just went out and saw the ball good last night. I think the kids just changed it up a little bit, and they might have had a little bit of fun with it. So anything to break it up a little bit, and I'm glad it seemed to help anyways.
We talked yesterday. You said you wanted fewer lazy fly balls. Just going back through my scorebook, it looked like only 2 or 3 lazy fly balls last night.
Yeah, that's, this whole league hits too many lazy fly balls. Somebody has told these kids, even in batting practice, get the ball in there, and I think that's the worst thing you can do. We only have a handful of home runs. The only person should be putting the ball in there is Junior.
So how can you go about, maybe you don't want to completely alter a hitter's philosophy when they come to you in the summer, but how can you instill that in them while they're here?
When they hit pop flies in batting practice, yell at them. Tell them to hit the ball on the line or on the ground. Just, stay on them and make sure that they're understanding what we're expecting.
Catching up with Dennis Cook on the Manager's Show before Chatham takes on Orleans. Obviously, Orleans right behind you in the standings. I want to ask you about big game pitchers. You've got a big game tonight. You've got Angel Cervantes on the mound. What in your mind is the makeup of a big game pitcher?
I don't know about that. Angel wants the ball. Every game that you start is a big game when you're the starting pitcher. So it doesn't matter, what the records are. If it's your day to start, it's a big game.
Are there any performances in postseason games or big games that you remember that stand out from you or teammates or players you played against?
Al Leiter had a big start against a play-in game against Cincinnati. They threw a great game, threw a ton of pitches, and I think it was 1 or 2 hitters. So that's one that sticks out.
What about that type of pitcher just rises to the occasion in that moment?
Well, I just think, he wants the ball. He wants that responsibility and the accountability, and those are good traits for any pitcher to have. So, but big games, if you're the ace of the staff, you should want that. You should want that game.
Third day in a row where Rob Rispoli is out of the lineup. Obviously, he's been such a big part of this offense from the first day on. Do you have an update on Rob?
It's still a sore hamstring. We're just going to take care of him, send him back to UConn as healthy as we can send him back, and we'll use him however we can use him.
Do you expect him to be available tonight, potentially off the bench for a pinch hit?
Yes. And
lastly, with Rob out, you've had Jamie Palmise up in the leadoff spot there. What have you thought about his performance offensively?
I think Jamie's been doing a good job. He's squared a few balls up, hadn't had a whole lot of luck, but he's done a good job. I'm proud of him. He's starting to get his timing down a little bit, so hopefully he just keeps getting better and better.
There's Dennis Cook on the Manager's Show. A's and Firebirds coming up at Eldredge Park. Dennis, as always, thanks for the time.
Thank you.